Good morning, dear students. Today we shall learn a new chapter, Geometry. This is our 7th chapter. So we are going to start 7th chapter today. First of all, remember some points regarding this geometry. First one is a point. A point is an exact location. It is represented by a dot. It has no size and is always denoted by capital letter such as A, B, and C. So this is a point. We can write a name of this point as point A or as point P or as point X. So it is always denoted by capital letters. Okay. Next one is a line. Line is an endless straight path of points that goes on in both the directions. A line has no fixed length and cannot be measured. We can use two letters to denote a line. Simply you can take here point A and here point B. We will read it as point A and point B. So it is line AB. Already we know this all the things, geometrical parts in a previous grade. Let's revise again. Next one is a line segment. A part of a line with two endpoints is called a line segment. Here, if you take two alphabets X and Y, this X is the endpoint and Y is also one more endpoint. So, a part of a line which two endpoints is called a line segment. XY is a line segment. X and Y are two endpoints. This is about line segment. Next we will see a ray. This is a ray. A ray is a portion of a line that starts at one point and extends endlessly in one direction. The point from where a ray starts is called starting point or an initial point. Here I am taking X as a starting point and one more point Y on the ray. So simply we can read it as ray XY and we will write like this. XY on the top, ray symbol. So XY is a ray with X as its initial point. Now the last one we will see an angle. Two rays with a common end point make an angle. This is one ray and this is also one ray. Two rays with a common end point. This is a point. So two rays with a common end point make an angle. See this diagram, children. Here ray 1 is a blue color and ray 2 is a red color and vertex is a purple color. So angle made by two rays with a common end point. Okay, two rays with a common end point make an angle. Let us learn naming an angle. How to give a name for the angle. For naming an angle, we need to follow some steps. First step, use the letters on the arms of angle. Here the letters are O, A and B. Second point, the letter for the vertex is always written in the middle. And now the third point, we use the angle symbol to indicate an angle. This is the angle symbol. Okay, like angle only. So here we name the angle as angle BOA or angle AOB. We read it as angle BOA or angle AOB. We can also name the angle using the letter for the vertex. So simply we can write it as angle O also. The letter for the vertex is always written in middle, so that later we can use to give a name for angle also. Let us see some more examples. Here we can say it as angle ABC. The letter B is for the vertex. It always should be in the middle, or else we can write it as angle CBA, and simply we can write it as angle B, which is the middle letter, and by using a number given here, angle 1. 4 ways to denote this given angle. Angle ABC, angle CBA, these both are in clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. Angle B is a name of the vertex, and 1 is given here. By representing 1 also we can denote an angle. See this angle here, BAC. What is the vertex here? A. A should be in the middle, so we can write this angle name as angle BAC, or else angle CAB, or simply we can write as angle A, vertex name. Okay, here this is a given angle. How can you write name of this angle? By using 3 letters, we can write it as angle DEF. This is one way, and we will write it as angle FED. E must be middle because it is a name of the vertex, or else simply we can write by the name of the vertex as angle E. This is a way to give name for the angle. Okay, like this we will give names for the angle by using 3 letters or a single letter. The single letter must be the name of a vertex. It should be in the middle while you are writing name of the angle with the 3 letters. Okay children.